Hello, classmates. My name is Timothy Hunter Onstad, but you can just call me Tim for short. Anyway, that is the answer to the first question. That is, what is my name? And for those who don't know, this is an assignment for my CST 201, that is my Media Tools class at CSUMB. And I was assigned to answer these 6 questions, and I just now answered the first one. Okay, so where am I from? Well, I'm shooting this where I'm from. Boulder Creek, California, a remote part of Santa Cruz, and it could basically be boiled down to a place where the landscape is beautiful, but the people are ugly. Enough about where I came from. Now let's talk about what I like to do, which brings me to the third question. What are my hobbies? Well, my hobbies are writing fiction. I created a whole series on my channel dedicated to narrating my own fiction. Now, I like short stories currently because I don't really have the time to put my energy into fully fleshed out novels. And I also like collecting old pieces of text, so like records, tapes, game consoles, etc. Basically, whatever piece of old technology I can find at the flea market. And another thing I like doing is online role-playing. So basically, making a post online, and then people respond to that with their own original characters, and then we just sort of go off on these imaginary adventures through the magic of the internets. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should try it sometime. Anyway, my dream job is opening and operating my own business. Now, for those who saw my previous assignment, this will be a bit of a repeat, but imagine a video game store. Now, a typical video game store where you can buy and sell new and used games, and there will also be a back room that'll be a workshop with computers on and at the ready for people to walk in and make games on. Why? Because I feel that video games should be an accessible medium to the general public. And when they're done with their game, they can either do 2 things. Thing number 1, they can choose to sell their game on the shelves out front. And thing number 2, they can just choose to have their one own little copy of their game on that little USB dongle. Charming. Anyway, and speaking of games, which brings me to question number 5, what video games do I like? Well, let's see. I like a plethora of things. Let's see here. There's Grand Theft Auto, Pokemon, Watch Dogs, Zelda, Smash Brothers, Soul Calibur, and Sonic. I'm just an overall gaming enthusiast, and let's see if I can name all the consoles I own off the top of my head. Let's see. Atari 2600, GameCube, N64, PS3, Xbox 360, Sega Genesis, Master System, NES, Super NES, Wii U, Dreamcast, and Atari 2600. Did I already say Atari 2600? I don't know. Anyway, I am a gaming enthusiast, so feel free to talk about whatever game you want to talk to me about. Unless, of course, then I haven't played it, then that's that. And what am I passionate about? Speak of the devil is technology, obviously. Technology I'm really passionate about, the way it works and networks and just being creative and doing stuff with it. That's kind of what I'm passionate about. In fact, the second passion is being creative. So like, you know, the writing, video editing, whatever ways I can have creative outlets. I just sort of a kind of life of the mind person, so because I'm life of the mind, I just like creating stuff. And another passion that I really need to work on is socializing. I'm introvertly minded, so maybe some of you classmates might be able to change that. And yeah, those are my 6 questions for my Media Tools class. This will also be plastered on my professional channel, which is Tonstad39. You should really check me out. I do a lot of amateur grade content. And this is Tim Onstad, over and out.